Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Raggedy Pack. Getting into season 7 of Game of Thrones. We're finally here. No longer 10 episode seasons, to Igley's surprise. Last episode was one of the best in this show. We'll just kind of briefly summarize it. Daenerys is coming, and the winds of winter are blowing. Everyone's posted up where they should be, and yeah. Walder Frey's dead. Big ups in the chat.
Huge dub.
Any thoughts, Igley?
Oh boy, do I.
Keep it under
Have
8.
some thoughts. Okay. I'll do you better. 7. Anyway.
6.
6? Don't push too hard now. So the end of last season, we had the huge reveal regarding Jon Snow as a character. And a big question I was asking is, who is the father? Now, there was a Patreon comment that caught my eye saying, I'm a little bit disappointed how Igley didn't know who the dad was.
Yeah,
and,
I don't know why you're reading those comments, bro.
I was
I've debated on who I'm more mad at, people commenting or you reading, and I've decided I'm more mad at you.
Settle down.
Carry on.
Settle down.
I'm simmered.
I was uploading Logan. That's an aside. But as always, I took that shit personally. And I proceeded to go back all the previous episodes because I found transcripts of them online. You know Genius, the lyric website?
Yeah.
I found transcripts of them online and I read through that bitch.
You did what?
I read, not the books, transcripts of the episodes, you know, like the subtitles.
And
I have some stuff I want to go over. Regarding Jon's father, I have formulated what I would like to call the recipe for I am about to cook. So, this was all sprinkled out. We start in episode 1, discussion between Robb and Ned. In reference to Lyanna, Robb says, she belonged to me. In my dreams, I kill them every night. And Ned says their Targaryens are gone. That establishes some context there. We later learn that Rhaegar Targaryen kidnapped Lyanna. And we also learn that Rhaegar kind of had a thing for Lyanna. A little bitch said he rode past his wife and he lay a crown of winter roses in Lyanna's lap. And later we had immediately after, we have Sansa saying he kidnapped and assaulted her. And finally, we have Ned just talking with Lyanna and her saying if Robert finds out, he'll kill him. There is a glaring hole in this theory, but based off what's being established, it's seeming like Rhaegar Targaryen is Jon Snow's father. The issue is the hair. And I have, in every other context, like the seed is strong. It's always been like, it's always been kind of like the male's genes that like influence the hair color. From what we've seen of House of the Dragon and this show, that's always been the case. In the case of Joffrey, in all other contexts of that.
That's just biology.
That's just biology. Recessive. Okay, this is the only exclusion. Like this is the only exception to the rule. But I guess Jon Snow is the exception. I don't know how to process that. Maybe in Blake's eyes, maybe it's the Lord of Light. For he knew if Jon was born with white hair, that baby would have been killed. So he protected the child by giving him black hair. The Lord of Light provides again. God bless. But yeah. That's my theory. That's what I'm cooking with. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. The question is, what does that mean for the 7 episodes we've been going through right now? Where we've built up Dany as a character, and now, I mean, Jon and Dany have been both built up as characters, but if they're both of Targaryen birth, and I have this idea of this context of the prophecy, the promised son, I'm going to extend that and say daughter as well. Which one's which? I don't know. They built these characters up fairly equally. I mean, Dany's had, for all things, for all purposes, fairly equally in terms of screen time. They're arguably the two most important characters on the show, but it would be, I feel like it'd be disrespectful to Dany in this case to kind of blind us aside us with Jon as being kind of this chosen one. I don't know. My feelings aren't settled quite yet. But given where season 7 is taking us, Dany's on track to take back her home. Her path is Dragonstone. These characters are going to cross paths at some point. And what happens? That's going to be interesting. And that's all I have to say for now.
I can't believe you looked at the transcripts for the episodes. That is so big brain, but so unexpected.
I'm violently pissed off. But at the same time, any theory crafter could have done the exact same thing when the end of season 6 happened before season 7 came out. So I guess I'm moderately pissed off.
The thing is, this is no different than what I do in Souls games. You look at you read everything, brother. This is just listen, I don't have time to rewatch through all 6 seasons.
Oh, but you got enough time to read through the transcripts.
Yes, I do. Speed read,
all right.
A little bit of control F here and there.
Okay.
I don't have access to the wikis. I can't cheat.
I have a headache. So
me too.
If you enjoy these reactions, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss when these uploads go live. I think House of the Dragon is still on the channel at this point. If not, it just is about to end, something like that. But consider checking out those reactions. Those are great as well. If you want early access to Igloo's theory craftings and spoiling himself, definitely check out our early access on Patreon up to 4 weeks early. So you can get up to episode 5 right now over there on Patreon. Check that out in the description below. You'll also find full links to everything and early access to select shows and movies over there as well. There's a link to join our free Discord and links to all of our socials. So check all those out. Let's get into season 7.
Let's do it.
The ingredients were all there.
I hate you.
Okay.
Ooh.
Wait. No theme?
Opening theme.
Wow. I'm surprised. Aren't you supposed to be dead?
Since when does old Walder give us 2 feasts in a single fortnight?
This is right after.
Well, it's no good being Lord of the Riverlands if you can't celebrate with your family.
Wait, no. This is Arya wearing his face.
I've gathered every Frey who means a damn thing, so I can tell
my God.
plans for this great house now that winter has come. But first, a toast.
Yeah, drink up.
This is the finest Arbor Gold. Proper wine for proper heroes.
Yeah, gas them up. They won't think twice.
Stand together.
Oh. She hesitated.
Not you. I'm not wasting good wine on a damn woman.
She sees her as innocent.
I'm not the most pleasant man, I'll admit it, but I'm proud of you lot. You're my
So
family.
proud.
The men
Just
who
drinking.
helped me slaughter the Starks at the Red Wedding. Yeah, butcher the woman pregnant with her babe. Cut the throat of a mother of 5.
My God.
Slaughtered your guests after inviting them into your home. But
Oh, what's wrong?
you didn't slaughter every one of the Starks.
Reveal?
No, that was your mistake. You should have ripped them all out, root and stem.
Oh, what's wrong?
Alive, and the sheep are never safe.
Oh my God. We're dropping bars.
We're dropping phrase.
Ziz. Plural. That's insane. I love it.
When people ask you what happened here, tell them the North remembers. Tell them winter came for House Frey.
Let's go.
I got chills.
Dude, in a single fortnight, she got revenge. This is amazing. What is that? Four
W's
seasons
only.
later. 4 seasons later, we get revenge for the Red Wedding. Oh my god.
Woo.
You okay?
Yeah,
I know it was a very good scene.
I just sneezed.
Oh,
Winter?
winter. Oh, like the fog. Oh, I see a rider.
Am I the only one in like 240p right now?
No, it's the bitrate's ass here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Too much gray.
Got those glowy eyes on.
Damn, it's so silent. Don't y'all ever talk?
No,
Silent lot?
they're dead.
Well, like a few of them are like they're leading the pack. Oh, is that a giant? Oh god,
He kind of tall.
undead giant, kind of dangerous. 2, 3. Oh man. Oh. Welcome back. How you feeling? Oh shit, we're at the wall.
You wildlings.
No.
I'm Mira Reed, daughter of Howland Reed. This is Brandon Stark, son of Ned Stark.
How do I know that's true?
Check his
You were at the
legs.
Fist of the First Men. You were at Hardhome.
You're just gonna
Seen
creep
the
him out.
Army of the Dead. You've seen the Night King. He's coming for us. For all of us.
Okay, come on. Let's get them inside.
Send a crow.
Crow?
Raven.
You're just gonna sleep for like a year.
Almost got locked out.
I want every Northern Maester to scour their records for any mention of Dragonglass.
Ooh.
Dragonglass kills White Walkers. It's more valuable to us now than gold. Everyone, aged 10 to 60, will drill daily with spears, pikes, bow and arrow.
Inscription,
About time
okay.
we taught these boys of summer how to fight.
Not just the boys. We can't defend the North if only half the population is fighting.
Real?
You expect me to put a spear in my granddaughter's hand?
I don't plan on knitting by the fire while men fight for me. I might be small, Lord Glover, and I might be a girl, but I am every bit as much a Northerner as you.
Indeed you are, my lady. No one
And
is
I don't
questioning
need your permission to defend the North.
Talk his shit? He's proud?
We'll begin training every man, woman, boy, and girl on Bear Island.
This is smart.
17 of them.
For attack, we need to shore up our defenses. The only thing standing between us and the army of the dead is the wall, and the wall hasn't been properly manned in centuries. I'm not the king of the free folk, but if we're going to survive this winter together...
Together.
You want us to man the castles for you? Aye. Looks like we're the Night's Watch now.
If they breach the wall, the first two castles in their path are Last Hearth and Carhold.
Well, the Ambers and the Karstarks betrayed the North. Their castles should be torn down with not a stone left standing.
The
No.
castles committed no crimes, and we need every fortress we have for the war to come. We should give the Last Hearth and Carhold to new families, loyal families who supported us against Ramsay.
I'm not going to strip these families of their ancestral homes because of the crimes of a few reckless sons.
So there's no punishment for treason and no reward for loyalty.
Oh no.
The punishment for treason is death. Small John Umber died on the field of battle. Harold Karstark died on the field of battle.
They died fighting for Ramsay. Give the castles to the families of the men who died fighting for you.
This isn't good. Can't start feuding already.
My father always said, the man who passes the sentence should swing the sword, and I have tried to live by those words. But I will not punish a son for his father's sins. And I will not take a family home away from a family it has belonged to for centuries. That is my decision. And my decision is final.
Damn.
Ned Umber.
He's just a boy.
Alice Karstark. I ask you to pledge your loyalty once again to House Stark, to serve as our bannerman, and come to our aid whenever called upon.
No-brainer.
Yeah. They got choices here.
Yesterday's wars don't matter anymore. The North needs to band together. All the living North. Will you stand beside me, Ned and Alice, now and always?
Now and always.
Oh, man. I agree with both their points, both Jon and Sansa's.
Yeah.
Like, they're both valid. Don't smile, you goddamn piece of shit.
When you question my decisions in front of the other lords and ladies, you undermine me.
We can't question your decisions anymore.
Of course you can, but
Joffrey never let anyone question his authority. You think he was a good king?
Damn.
Do you think I'm Joffrey?
You're as far from Joffrey as anyone I've ever met.
Thank you.
Okay.
You're good at this, you know.
At what?
At ruling.
Ah.
They respect you, they really do, but you have to... Why are you
But-
laughing?
What did Father used to say? Everything before the word but is horse shit.
You have to be smarter than Father.
Real?
To be smarter than Rob. I loved them, I missed them, but they made stupid mistakes and they both lost their heads for it.
And how should I be smarter? By listening to you.
Would that be so terrible?
I'll do that.
A raven from King's Landing, Your Grace.
Cersei of House Lannister, first of her name, Queen of the Andals and the First Men, protector of the Seven Kingdoms.
What does she want?
Come to King's Landing, bend the knee, or suffer the fate of all traitors.
Oh, is that it?
If you're her enemy, she'll never stop until she's destroyed you. Everyone who's ever crossed her, she's found a way to murder.
True. She doesn't care how many lives she throws under.
You almost sound as if you admire her.
Learned a great deal from her.
Okay.
Use your map, Iggly.
Nice.
Daenerys Targaryen has chosen Tyrion to be her hand.
Oh, you found out.
Right now they're sailing across the narrow sea, hoping to take back her father's throne. Where will they land?
Where will they land, Iggly?
Dragonstone.
Oh,
They have
Jamie
deep
took my
water
answer.
ports for the ships. Stannis left the castle unoccupied, and that's where she was born.
I understand whoever wins could launch a dynasty that lasts 1,000 years.
A dynasty for whom? Our children are dead.
Real?
We're the last of us.
A dynasty for us, then.
Could make more.
We never talked about Tommen.
Yeah, you just kind of found that out.
Our baby boy killed himself.
He betrayed me. He betrayed us both.
Okay.
We spend our days mourning the dead, mother, father, and all our children.
Cersei.
I loved them, I did. But they're ashes now, and we're still flesh and blood. We're the last Lannisters, the last ones who count.
Even Lannisters can't survive without allies. Where are our allies now? You saw what happened to Walder Frey and his family.
I heard. How could we ever trust a man like that?
We couldn't. We can't win this war alone.
You haven't spent 7
I
seasons
listened
making
to Father
friends.
For 40 years and learned nothing.
You gonna side? Are they gonna side with the false Greyjoys?
You invited the Greyjoys to King's Landing.
Not all of them.
Well, looks like all of them.
I invited Euron Greyjoy, the new king of the Iron Islands. You said yourself we needed stronger, better allies. There you are.
How are they
Scraping the
better
bottom of the
allies?
barrel,
How are
huh?
they different from the Freys? They both broke their promises and murdered their former friends as soon as it suited them.
And so does everyone. When it suits them.
All they know how to do is steal things they can't build or grow themselves.
Euron Greyjoy didn't come here for that.
What did he come here for then?
A queen.
Wait, hold up.
Jamie's like,
Jamie.
"Ayo?"
Jamie. No, not like this.
They stole my best ships and ran. sailed them right across the world and gave them to the Dragon Queen so she could bring her armies here to attack you.
Whose idea was that?
he's not going to mention that. He's going to spin it.
I thought we rightful monarchs could murder them together.
Rifle. Step back, bro. New armor?
You're not a rightful monarch, though, are you?
When you rushed through the breach and started cutting people down, it was glorious.
Okay, so we're glazing.
The people I was cutting down were your own kin.
The place was getting crowded. I enjoyed watching it. I truly did.
And I enjoyed killing Greyjaws.
With the Iron Fleet, you owned the seas.
Oh, she's smiling.
The invaders in the east, and the pretenders in the north and south.
What do you want in return?
Ever since I was a little boy, I wanted to grow up and marry the most beautiful woman in the world.
Mm-hmm.
So here I am, with 1,000 ships and 2 good hands.
Wow.
What are you trying to say, Jamie? Oh, he only needs one.
Decline your proposal. You murdered your own brother.
You should try it. Feels wonderful. The surest way to a woman's heart is with a gift. A priceless gift. I won't return to King's Landing until I have that for you.
What kind of gift? Better watch out, Jamie. You got competition.
It's one of the greatest scenes in Game of Thrones history right here.
Wait, piss pots?
It's not just piss pots, brother.
Shit pots? Damn, brother, all you do... At least they get sun. They're not cooped up 100% indoors. Oh, what's there? That looks interesting. I didn't need to see the chowder.
Transition to the food too, man.
It all looks the same at this point, dude.
Sick.
Oh, it's a fat log. They need an aqueduct system.
The gag sound effects.
Oh my god. When do you get promoted from cleaning the shit pot? I think you paid your dues, brother. Go see what's over there. Oh, he has a key. Steal it when you go to empty out the shit pots. So they got some special books under lockup. Why?
Weigh that. The triumph of transitory pleasures, mankind's curse.
Archmaester,
You have gloves on?
What's the weight?
I was wondering if you'd considered my proposition.
I don't remember your proposition.
I asked you if, in light of what I'd seen in the north, if I could have access to the restricted area of the library.
That area is reserved for maesters. Are you a maester?
No.
Not a very strong proposition, is it?
Oh, what's that?
Archmaester, with respect.
Heart.
I've seen them. The army of the dead.
Don't miss any of the wiener that's sneaking its way in here, Corey.
I won't.
I was sent here to learn how to defeat them, but everyone in the Citadel, they all doubt the walkers ever existed in the first place.
Everyone in the Citadel doubts everything. It's their job.
Send them to the north.
But the tales of the Long Night can't be pure fabrication. Too many similarities from unconnected sources.
Believer?
Sources in the restricted area.
The very same. And the simplest explanation for your grating obsession with the White Walkers is that you're telling the truth. And that you saw what you say you saw.
He's smart, okay.
You believe me?
I do.
Give him the clearance.
You'll finish weighing that heart?
That makes you the only person south of the twins who does.
They just had to put it in frame, bro.
And we're not like the people north of the twins. We are this world's memory, Samuel Tarly. Without us, men would be little better than dogs.
Okay,
Don't
fair.
remember any meal but the last. Can't see forward to any but the next.
History's important.
Every time you leave the house and shut the door, they howl like you're gone forever. The wall has stood through it all. And every winter that ever came has ended.
So is that a yes?
Be a good lad. Clean this up.
It's a lot to clean up. He looks like a big dude. Stealth?
What a secure place to keep your keys.
No one in Old Town would steal. Especially not knowledge.
Or a throne.
They got the cast iron pot as a throne.
No.
Kind of pot? Oh, I already see him in the background.
You're a lucky man.
So true, dude.
Why aren't you happy? What do you want that you do not have?
At the moment, peace and quiet.
Ooh.
No need to seize the last word, Lord Baelish. I'll assume it was something clever.
She's so smart, man.
My lady. My lady.
My lady.
He wants something.
Yeah.
I know exactly what he wants.
Oh boy.
Good voice.
This is a good voice.
Great voice, actually.
For she was a secret treasure. For hands of gold are always cold, but a woman's hands
Wait.
are warm.
Wait.
What? Excuse me?
You know who that is?
Yes, the name escapes me right now, but I went to a concert.
I've never heard it before.
It's a new one.
Oh my god.
We've got some rabbit. Come on, it's gonna be a cold night.
It's Ed Sheeran, that's his name.
Yeah. Oh my god. That's so funny. Was he just like a fan?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're like, hey, we have this role of a guy that sings, and you're a pretty good singer, so.
You heading south?
King's Landing.
Oh.
Poor girl.
Job's not
So
done.
bad, is it?
The people who live there, they'd skin you alive if they could make 2 coppers off your hide.
Worst place in the world.
What are you doing in the
100% true.
There's been some trouble with the Freys up at the Twins, so we're part of the army that's been sent to keep the peace.
Guess first.
Oh no, I couldn't. You don't have enough.
But my mother always told me to be kind to strangers. Strangers to be kind to you.
They don't seem like bad people.
I just think about my dad out there on his boat all alone. I ought to be out there with him.
My wife's just had our first baby.
Boy or girl?
Oh, who knows? You think soldiers get ravens with news from home?
Should.
I hope it's a girl.
Why?
Girls take care of their papas when their papas grow old. Boys just go off to fight in someone else's wars.
Chugging.
It's blackberry wine. I made it myself.
Oh, let's go.
It's really good.
So why's a nice girl on our own heading to King's Landing?
Gotta think of an answer.
I'm going to kill the queen.
Okay. It's a joke. Interesting scene. Because those are Lannister men.
Bad night to be outdoors. You're a grouchy old bear, aren't you, Clegane? You want some rum?
Don't like that shit, it's too sweet.
Sweet?
Why are you always in such a foul mood?
Experience.
This seems like a good place to spend the night.
Yeah, I mean...
These people don't want us here.
Seems deserted to me.
Let's hope that's true.
I don't like the look of it.
For a big hard man, you scare easy.
I'll tell you what doesn't scare me. Bald suckers like you. You think you're fooling anyone with that top knot? Bald.
Damn, bro.
Do you feel seen, Iggly?
I feel sad.
They don't.
Oh man. This isn't the same farmhouse, is it?
How do you think it ended for them?
What's death?
Girl died in her father's arms.
Starvation?
Both of them covered in blood and a knife at their feet.
Oh.
I'd say they were starving. And rather than let his little girl suffer, he ended it for both of them.
Doesn't matter now.
No. Doesn't matter now.
You're not bad. I don't hate you.
That's a compliment.
But you're not bad.
Thank you, Clegane. That warms the heart.
But there's nothing special about you.
You're right about that.
So why does the Lord of Light keep bringing you back? I've met
Just need
better men
somebody.
than you, and they've been hanged from crossbeams or beheaded, or just shot themselves to death in a field somewhere. None of them came back. So why you?
You think I don't ask myself that? Every hour of every day. Why am I here? What am I supposed to do? What does the Lord see in me? I don't understand our Lord.
Your Lord.
I don't know what he wants from me. I only know that he wants me alive.
If he's so all-powerful, why doesn't he just tell you what the f*** he wants?
True.
Again. Come over here.
No, let's not do that.
Don't worry, the fire won't bite.
It's already been once.
I want to show you something.
It's my luck I end up with a band of fire worshippers.
Almost seems like divine justice.
That's what I was saying.
Divine justice, you dumb. If there was, you'd be dead, and that girl would be alive.
Look into the flames.
I don't want to look in the damn flames.
You saw me bring him back from the dead after you cut him down. Don't you want to know what gave me the power?
I keep asking, and no one wants to tell me.
We can't tell you. Only the fire can tell you. What do you see?
Fire.
Logs burning.
Keep looking. What do you see?
What's going on?
Ice.
Excuse me?
A wall of ice. The wall. It's where the wall meets the sea. There's a castle there.
Oh.
There's a mountain. Looks like an arrowhead.
Keep cooking.
The dead are marching past. Thousands of them.
Do you believe me now, Clegane? Do you believe we're here for a reason?
Like to me.
Do you believe me now, Igley?
So the man that's been branded by fire became a seer. That's insane.
You're next, bitch.
Is he bearing a grave for them?
What the hell are you doing, Clegane?
He's a good guy.
Burying the dead.
Don't want him to come back alive later, you know?
You knew these people.
Not really.
Oh, it was the same people.
Yep.
His reaction when first kept coming up on it. I think Clegane has found his boys.
Bunch of fire worshippers.
Yeah.
We asked the Father to judge us with mercy. We asked the Mother to...
Don't know the rest of it.
And I don't remember the rest. I'm sorry you're dead.
That's all you
You
need.
deserve better. Both of you.
You recall before him and Arya left, he stole their silver.
Yeah. And punched a dude out.
Yeah.
Little Sam.
You
Aw.
should really sleep, Sam.
The dead don't.
Why isn't Little Sam asleep?
Legends of the Long Night.
Sounds important. Was that
familiar to you?
Yeah, pretty damn familiar.
What is it?
It's a map of Dragonstone. The Targaryens built their first stronghold there when they invaded Westeros.
Check the basement.
That's dragon glass.
A mountain of it. Beneath the ground. This is important. John needs to know.
Oh god. Okay. Y'all got it. What is that? Can't tell if that's throw up in the bowl or wasted food. Yo, chill out.
Has she come yet?
Who?
The Dragon Queen.
Huh?
Daenerys Stormborn.
Haven't heard anything.
Oh god. Jorah? He went to Old Town to look for like a cure? Oh dude, we're moving way too fast. Also, she is dripped out. Welcome home. Everybody's dripped out. I saw some people say the dragons in this show look better, but I don't see it.
I mean, Drogon looks sick as shit.
Yeah.
The budget is much larger when it comes to the dragons in House of the Dragons. So
and the variety.
I'd say that comment's mid.
Well, here. How's it feel? You think we have any squatters? Maybe Gentry? Just made land. Can't believe, oh dude, the bridge.
Yep.
That's so cool. Looks a little bit different, but still recognize it. Do they have the light up table in this? And Stannis just didn't know how to use it after all. Tear that shit
stag
down.
on fire.
Get that trash down. Burn it. It's fitting, I guess. Place is a mess.
It's the coolest castle, dude.
I know, but like one candelabra was like tipped over. You gotta fix that. You see, like it's right in frame. Like, get someone on that.
Make sure to wash your hands after touching that table.
Still got some gunk on it. Well. The fact that it's like silent. No one's talking.
Except you.
My fault.
Shall we begin?
Let us cook. Clear the table from Stannis' L plan. The only good thing he did was save Jon.
By proxy, really.
By proxy.
You get deep into your notes. I meant to ask you in the intro, did you make any updates to your top 5 favorite or least favorite characters now that quite a few of them have died for the least favorite list?
I didn't get time. I was too busy cooking. But so bottom 5 is going to see the most egregious extreme changes because half the list is dead. Besides Cersei and Littlefinger, or I guess Littlefinger than Cersei, I don't really have any takers. Maybe Euron. You know, there's a nice spot open for him. I feel like that's a pretty big gap. Forgot her name. Oberyn's wife.
Ilaria.
Ilaria Sand?
Ilaria Sand, yeah.
Ilaria Sand. She killed 2 kids, so I can't really excuse that. It's kind of messed up. But, I mean, the list could be Cersei's name 5 times, or it could be Cersei's name 5 times, or Littlefinger's name 5 times. I don't know which I dislike more. Since you brought up, I have to give props to Cersei. I did not know she had this much game. Did not expect she was going to make it this far into the series. But between her and Jaime, I think there's an allowance for self-interest and doing evil things, and then there's like actually just kind of being completely evil. Cersei, I think, has gone off the deep end, killing innocents
just a bit,
and along with her own son, who she called a traitor.
Yeah,
that's insane. Poor Tommen, like, man's in his grave and just getting disrespected. Comparative to Jaime, who, again, is willing to do evil for the sake of his loved ones. And I think his character arc has come to the point where he's not he's not like afraid to be himself, you know, like he admitted that he loves Cersei, and like he doesn't care about any sort of like shame that comes with it, and was ready to murder a mother and child for like to get back to his loved ones. And there's amount of it I can say, okay, I can see it, even though you're on the opposite side. I can see what you're working with, but Cersei is like that times 10, and not even care for her loved ones anymore. Just Jaime. I guess they're gonna make new kids on the nice map that was freshly painted.
Is Jaime still in your top 5, or did the Hound take its place now that he's back?
No, so what I think this episode has set up the top 5. It's mostly the same. Slot Jaime's ass out. I respect Jaime a fair amount, but he's just on he's an op still. He's on the opposite side of things. Between Brienne and the Hound, I was debating on who'd be in my top 5. I really like I love the heck out of Brienne, but I really like this character arc they're doing with the Hound.
Can they both fit the top 5? Because I know you got Jon, Daenerys, and then
Tyrion,
Arya. Okay, yeah, it's a little crowded in there.
It's a little crowded. Too many good characters, you know.
Yeah,
Arya got some big points. Holy shit! This episode, just in like not even 10 minutes, just wiping out the rest of the phrase. That is absolutely insane. And did you have anything else to bring up?
No, it was just that. I was just going to ask your top and bottom list.
Yeah. But to continue with the thought of Arya, amazing opening for the season. Like I like the payoff of seeing Walder die was cathartic, but this was the fact that they followed up with it and just like enhanced the experience. Absolutely insane. And to continue with Arya a bit more, her coming across some Lannister soldiers who were joined with the likes of Ed Sheeran as a cameo. I forgot his name in the moment, but first off, cool cameo. That's funny. And two, it was an interesting perspective because they're fighting for the Lannisters. They are the enemy, but they're also just more or less common folk. Fairly common folk. They're not. They're just kind of doing their job, so to speak. They're not inherently bad people, so giving a reminder of like, despite it being the opposing faction, they're still decent people that just happen to find themselves on that side just due to essentially birthplace. It's a cool perspective.
Yeah.
And just opening up that you're going to kill the queen and them not taking it seriously is hilarious. But Arya just isn't afraid of anything at this point. She's conquered fear. She's conquered death. Really cool arc for her. The fact that she hasn't even taken time or allowed herself to visit Winterfell and see her family, her mindset is just next on the list. I mean, she's just all business right now. I guess that's reserved for after the list has been cleared out. And speaking of the list, there's one more name she hadn't expected that's going to be on it, since the Hound is still alive. I am really looking forward to that potential meeting again between the two of them. Alongside that, I think this season especially is just going to have so many possibilities for cool meetups. Because the Hound and Arya seeing each other again, I was gonna say something with Brienne. Brienne and Jamie had like a goodbye last season, but I think the one I am most excited for is if with Sam's discovery, Dragonstone has Dragon Glass fitting. That's a brain teaser how that could happen.
Mm-hmm.
Sending word to John. Who is gonna follow up on that report? Would it be John himself? Will John and Danny meet as characters? These two chosen ones that have been built up for so long. Well, what happens when real recognizes real in that moment? I don't know. But I guess that would also entail John seeing Tyrion again. That could be a cool meetup or reunion. And yeah, Bran making it to Winterfell. Just there's going to be so many cool link ups this season potentially, or they might push it back to the final season. That would and like just tease us a bit more. But like it's I don't know, it's real. This is like what we've been waiting for a long time. Trying to see. That's pretty much everything in the notes that happened. I think the only thing I could speak on more is the scene between like the Brotherhood without banners at the farmhouse, because that was just a really impactful scene. The Hound seeing a vision in the fire. Man has an infinity for it. Something I spoke about before. But this furthering of the idea of people supporting, there's a better word for it, but just kind of gathering around the Lord of Light in this sort of servitude without ever understanding why is interesting.
Following the Lord of Light somewhat blindly, kind of a leap of faith. You don't really know the exact reasoning. You're just doing it.
It's enhanced with the fact by the priestesses that we've seen, like Melisandre especially, its interpretation without full understanding. There's an aspect that's lost in translation. No one knows what this figure really wants. And I mean, is it fitting if you're following the Lord of Light, if you look into light, you'll get blinded by it. So thematically, that's fitting as well. Of feeling this, I don't know, perhaps compulsion to like towards this figurehead without like seeing the true reasoning behind it, perhaps not until the very end, or if ever. Because Beric Dondarrion said the Hound made it a point to say that Beric Dondarrion is just this normal dude. He's no one noteworthy. And that aspect I find really interesting. It's not a slight, it's not an insult. He's just questioning why someone so normal average is granted this power of undying. And I guess we also got a more confirmation. It's not like it's kind of there's kind of two folds of it. The top knot guy, it plays a part of it too, and with the revival aspect. So it's like the two of them together. It's not all on Beric. That's the idea I'm getting. What was his name?
Thoros. Thoros, I think. Of Mir. You got to say the whole thing like A Tribe Called Quest. Thoros of Mir. Yeah.
MYR?
Yeah, I think
Mir? So. Thoros of Mir. So he's kind of like has like a little priestly aspect to him too, where he's like doing the ritual to bring Beric back. So again, I'm a huge criticizer, but it's for a good reason. There's too much I want to know.
Maybe you should try staring into the flames sometime, Igley.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll show up next time with a blindfold on.
You've been already wearing a blindfold this whole show.
So
what change would that have?
Brother, if you leave one wolf alive, it'll come back to slaughter the sheep. But I don't know. So there's a lot of cool stuff I'm looking forward to this season. So I'm going in it with a good mindset. There's nothing else I have really to add.
Favorite scene, Corey?
Oh, shoot. I'd probably say the end scene. Danny touching down, coming to Dragonstone for the first time.
There are a lot of really good scenes in this episode.
Beginning scene is so good too.
The beginning scene is really good. The Hound having that moment is really good. It's hard for me to pick one as well. I think I'd want to go with her coming to Dragonstone as well. The other two are like very close, second places, but
yeah,
man, like when you think of it all, like the bigger picture, like she's born there and shuttled away into exile immediately. She's never once been here, but this is her home.
Mm-hmm.
That's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
And so like her, and then the added context of like watching House of the Dragon, seeing Dragonstone in its peak. They open the doors and that walkway's there. And it's just like, does it look a little different? Yeah, but if you squint, it looks exactly the same. And so there's a lot of things that I just really like in this episode that I kind of forgot how much I liked it. And so I guess I'd agree with you that my favorite scene is Daenerys coming back, but man, the phrase getting absolutely annihilated is the greatest thing ever. So it's tough, man. And then you get that amazing scene. Like that's the first time you really see the Hound with like significant emotion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Other than just like anger or frustration or like, oh, I'm dying and hate my brother. So yeah, a lot of great shit happening in this episode.
I feel like being around that group of people led by Brother Ray, I believe his name was, it really had an impact on his character. I mean, you see after he buries the father and daughter, he goes to say a prayer. He doesn't remember the whole thing, but he gives the effort. So his character arc is definitely arcing.
Oh, it's arcing.
Character arcing. I have one last thing to say. I'm sorry to like extend the recording. But I just thought of it. The theming between the Hound and his brother also has like the additional layer of if the Hound becomes like this sort of follower for the Lord of Light and his brother is this sort of undead figure now, very much like a White, you have that aspect of the Lord of Light and the Night King between them as well. It's a little bit different in the Mountains case because that was like artificial, created by human hands, assumingly.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the closest thing to compare to is what the White Walkers do to raise the undead and create the Whites. Except I don't think he has blue eyes.
Yeah.
I think you're cooking though. I can see the correlation.
Mm-hmm.
Good and bad, life and death, light and dark. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We rambled enough. So Igley, have you cooked enough?
I've cooked enough.
Okay.
The chef needs to go back in the kitchen. Continue.
This reaction, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss when these uploads go live again. Check out our 4 weeks early access available on Patreon right now. Also check out our House of the Dragon reactions that are, I think, ending like now, but math is hard. You can also find our free link to join our Discord in the description with the Patreon link and links to all our socials. Check all those out. See you in the next one.
See ya.
See ya.